Hello, howdy, and welcome back. So we left off trading, the push for ranks and speed and all of that, aggressive play for defensive strategy, power instead of, So we took a break to fix a couple things. So improve, user upgrades that we're waiting to use. Because, if you die, you're gone. In hardcore solo self-found, that is. So you have to really think about what you have and how you can help yourself and what you need to do. So I was saving upgrades, and I'm not taking my time because I was rushing to do the ranks. And I went from, what was it, 87, I think? 87 after my first day playing. And then I went to rank 87. Then I got to rank 48. And I got passed by that paladin, the elemental one that I was talking about, who was behind me by 2-3 levels, but was just speed racing. And so I woke up today and I played just a little bit on playing a couple of the old levels that I've already cleared, and not full, or no, I did full clear this. I full cleared the library because I wanted to run it a couple times for Scrolls of Wisdom. So I ended up getting 47 and then 20 back up, and then my 4 and 2 that I'm holding currently, so I can actually hold an actual decent amount now if I want to. So I got those done, and I got 2 levels and 44% into level 38. So I was at level 36 before. But anyways, I saw that same Templar, the elemental one, and he passed me by, and I looked for him today and couldn't find him because he advanced so fast. He was speeding through so fast that he got so high level that I can't catch him now. But the thing is, I looked and I found him. I couldn't find him anywhere. It's so far ahead, and I ended up seeing him and where he was, and I was looking for all the alive people, and I didn't think to look at the dead people, and unfortunately he died. And yeah, not making fun of him or nothing. I could tell from his style of how fast he was going that he wasn't taking the defensive power approach. Thinking about things and taking your time and strategizing and using tactics and using defensive power to get more defensive results. Because like I said, you can get aggressive all you want, and I can get aggressive too, but can you get defensive? And I don't mean defensive in a manner to defend yourself against words or violence or anything like that. I mean defensive on the fact that offense versus defense. You need to play defense sometimes. You can't just play offense. And a lot of people do that. We have a world where we think offense is the only way, and no. In real life, not video game here, I've had many offensive-related people not be able to break through my defenses, and then they ended up losing the situation. And they usually don't lose the situation, they say, or whatever. In most cases, they win by aggressiveness and overwhelming stuff. And it just didn't happen every time against me because I'm a defensive-minded person. I strategize. Tactics, defensive power, thought processing over smashing with your fists, because I can do that too. It's just, can you really think about your situation and how to work around it other than just taking a hammer and just smashing it to bits? Because we didn't get to space by smashing rocks. We did that for a couple million years, a couple thousand years, but we only got to space because we used our noggins. So Well, anyways, he's still ahead of me by a great lead. He got really far. He got to the he almost broke top 20. He almost got to the first page, and now I see where he's at now, and he's lost some ranks because other people were going past him and everything else and stuff. But he died, and I was really hoping to, you know, talk to him at some point because, you know, he was my Templar racing buddy there for a second. So I was, you know, racing with him, and then I took my time. I played, you know, it's not that he played not smart. It's not that he did that. I'm sure he played the smartest he could. It's just when you advance so quickly, you overcome yourself, you overcome your senses. And at that point, I was racing with him for 4 hours, and I was already playing for 4 hours prior to that. So that's a long time of playing. So this guy was playing for like 12, maybe 15 hours at that point. So it's not that he didn't play well. It's just he overtaxed himself. I took a break. I ate. I stretched. I thought some things. I worked on my character instead of just smashing through the rocks. You know, I improved my character to now I'm even stronger by just using my head instead of, you know, aggressiveness, you know, defensive. Well, anyways, I hope the best for him and his next character or whatever else he's doing. Like I said, I'm not happy that he's dead. I am glad that the list does show the current list with the dead people instead of just overlapping them until I guess you get retired where you delete your character and then eventually they delete you. Because I've seen some were retired, so I guess there's a difference between that, and now I don't see any more retired dead characters. Well, anyways, I'm level 58, and I was, what was I? I was 48, so that's where I ended up last night. And now I'm 58, so I lost 10, but I'm still in the same ranking, 40 to, or 41 that is, to 60, page 3. And I just refreshed it again, just to make sure exactly where I'm at for sure. Yep, I'm at 58, and there's a person just right behind me who's just about to pass me too, and then a lot of dead people, like dead characters, not dead people. At least half the board is dead characters. And earlier when I was playing, I noticed a top 20 die too at level 60. So, you know, and on the top 20, there's at least 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of the top 20 currently are dead, character dead. So, all I'm trying to say is, you know, make sure you take your time, because if you rush into a fire, you're just gonna get burned, basically. And you know, that's good. There are some people who can do it non-stop, like the number 1 ranked player. That guy, I don't think has slept. He's been juicing. He's been juicing to reach his status in 2 days there, and he's still not slowing down. So, but the thing is, unless he dies by a freak accident, because like you know, lag at this point and glitching ain't gonna kill him, because he's prepared for that, and I'm gonna be prepared for those too. That's why I'm building my character like this. The other guy, the second place guy, isn't even playing, and he's already had another person has caught up to him already. So, and a lot of other people are catching up to him. So, the second tier guy, second rank, hasn't been playing at all, same as he was for the last day and a half. So, either he's finally taking a you know, a nap, or he just doesn't care. I don't know, because you know, nobody's knocking off that top guy unless he dies himself. And I'm pretty sure he's not going to be, you know, rushing into the hardest. He's going to farm as much as he can, get the best gear he can for a couple maps and matches before he attempts, you know, the insane stuff. Because, you know, one slip and you fall on the ice, and you're done. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about for the first couple minutes here. I didn't mean to rant forever, but I miss my elemental Templar buddy Paladin there. We were racing for so long, and he's gone now. And behind me, yeah, all the pages where I'm at right now are people who are getting to Dominus. Right around that level, I can see it, getting to Dominus and not being prepared. So I could have actually got to Dominus by speed running at 36, and I would have been there at maybe 36, but probably 37. So instead, I had to go to a meeting today, so to take care of some business. But that's why I haven't been playing all day. But I went through the library. I killed General Gersevius a couple times. I don't even, at least 2, maybe 3. I killed not Piety, but Cole, her pet minion there, 3 times, 3 times. I don't know if it's full 3, but 2 times at least. 2 Gersevius. I didn't go back to anything else, but I did run through the library a couple times, and I highly recommend running the library just to get that knowledge. And yes, I'm being funny, but just get that knowledge. Mainly because it's a small map, and it leads to another map, and the times that I went through, I got 2 vol encounters out of 3 runs, so that's 66% of having huge bonus encounters for this early level that were decent. So that was 2 extra vol bosses on top of my regular bosses, so my 3 runs were actually 5. And also there's a second level, so I did that each time too, and I picked up not mad stuff, but mad scrolls of wisdom and portal scrolls. So, and I have my base ones, and then I have my base holding ones, although this will probably go to 420 itself too. In fact, let's do that right now to celebrate. Switch that. And it's I did pick up a lot of common whites to get there. Happy 420. See, look, it looks much better, not 4.2, but 420, and then 420 over here too. Happy 420 times double, baby. Double 420. But yeah, get some knowledge. Go to the library, and the experience was still flowing. I was 36, and now I'm 38, and it's still flowing nonstop. Kill every monster there is. Do the metamorphs on both floors, and that's the other thing I did. I did metamorphs on both floors each time in those 3 runs, since I had to take care of something else, so I didn't want to broadcast. But that's where I've been, so I'll tell you where I've been. I didn't advance any progression or anything. I killed General Gersevius and Cole at least 2 times each, just to run it, because, you know, they have good stuff, and the metamorphs actually drop better stuff. In fact, we're actually going back to the library, since the restart is going to happen anyways, so we're going back to the library to test another theory. So I killed one of the bosses, Tristinian or something, and he's the library's super, librarian. I don't know, knowledge guy. So you kill him, you take his knowledge, and then he gives you something back, that little body part, whichever one he gives, and it actually drops a unique. So I'm not sure if it actually does it every time, but the last time I did it, so I might not have noticed the first time, but the last time I did it, it did pick up another unique too. I don't know where it is exactly. Let's see, where are you? Nope. I could have sworn I picked up another unique. Oh, yeah. See, I picked up 2. That's what I'm saying. I picked up Doedri's Damning Power Ring. Paula, whatever. this is actually really nice if I needed it. In an early game, it's amazing, but you know, it actually has some things that are good still. Like you can apply an additional curse. That's huge. That's huge. If you're curse based, and I'm not, but I could be, and I could always change it around. So that dropped, and then this, the Shiver Sting Bastard Sword, two-hander sword, that dropped. So that guy might have. Go test that out since we only have 45 minutes left, and I've been talking most of this. He might drop a unique item each time for the Metamorph, because it wasn't him that dropped it, it was the Metamorph power that dropped it. So if that's true, you could actually go to the library, get some knowledge. Yes, I'm saying it again, get some knowledge, and then you could actually farm uniques at this level, this early level. This is mad early. Act 3, this is mad early compared to how many more acts there are, and then to finally get the maps and all the rest of all the new stuff. Mad early. And that ring really wasn't that bad. That's one of my only other, I think I have one other unique. Yeah, right there. Let's put those together. Yeah, I have one unique amulet and one unique ring besides this one, the comms ring, and that one I picked up from a Metamorph, I'm pretty sure. And I'm starting to get divination cards. The library actually has a lot of divination cards, chances. Most of these other pickups that I got were from the library. And yeah, I don't have anything else. I just got some ball stuff. Nothing else unique, but, you know, every time you get a unique, it has the possibility to actually be something, you know, worthwhile. Yep, none of those. I got a couple more essences, that's the other thing. And also I fixed up my potions, so they're doing nice. This is just the superior pile that I'm planning on selling. Although this one's nice, I might keep that if I could just augment it correctly. And then this is just the possible upgrade stuff area. And that one doesn't need to go there, nor does that. But yeah, so we got lots of currency from that too. We're up to 6 chaos, almost beating Orb of Alchemy. That's ridiculous. I didn't get any of these until Act 4 basically. So the Metamorph thing is amazing. Keep doing that. Every single level, get one. You know, Vault Orbs, you know, not the greatest, but those are pretty rare. Same as Orb of Regrets. The Scourings, I had a good amount, but then I traded them up. And I'm getting a decent amount of Orb of Fusings and Jeweler Orbs now again. But 3 Engineer's Orbs, this is a top level item, Engineer's Orbs. This is, you know, you can get it any time, you can get it low level, but you wouldn't want to improve the quality of low level stuff until you get to some. This is a top level 60 item plus, right there. Gem Cutter's Prism. I didn't get many of these until I learned that I could trade the plus quantity ones up for it, and I don't even have one plus quantity jewel or skill gem. Not one out of all the pickups I had and all these that I kept. Not one has quality on it. So that's how rare that is for this early. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Not one that I'm using even. Yeah. So do your Metamorphs, get some knowledge, go to the library. Literally, physically, in game as well. Get it done. Pie. Alright, I'm rank 58 at the hardcore solo self-found leaderboard with my Templar, and he's level 38. And I'm going to go over now some of my items that I improved and use now. And now my stats, or my passive skills, are kind of messed up because I did such good improvements on my actual character that I need more Orb of Regrets to fix some things. But it's fine. It's a learning process. You know, this is homegrown. This isn't... I looked online, I found the best, I copied, I did it just like them, you know. I'm original. This is original. It's not great, but It's original, and it will be great. Just like my Necromancer. That was an original homegrown build, and it got to level 90 for it. I could have got to level at some point. Well, anyways, happy 420, good luck and good drops, and good neighbors. Hello, hello. And happy 420 for another time for doubles. Also, a nice recognition for Arian the Champ and Arian Trey. It might be the same person, but it might not be. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. I appreciate it. You rock. Thank you, Arian the Champ and Arian Trey. Awesome. Now let's go to what we did. We were traded out 600 life potions for these because I just traded up everything. Now this one is kind of not really as great since they're max 1200, or minimum is normal. Minimum is 1200, but it's 600. So, but it's in 2.6 seconds. So, and it's 50% of the recovery is applied instantly. So this is my emergency button, and I couldn't find any other ones like that. So I enchanted a couple, couldn't find it. I altered a couple, couldn't find it. But this came out, and also it grants recovery to my minions. So I don't actually have too many Necromancer passive skill seconds for 1200 life. I actually got this on the first try. I couldn't believe it when I put the alteration, or not, yeah, no, I did it with the magic. I didn't alter it. Transmutation, orb of transmutation, yes. I got my immunity to freeze and remove freeze and chill right off on the first try. I was so happy with that because that's what I need on this potion. I switched to this just to test it out. I haven't tested it out even, but I just want to have a button where I just press for a boss or a metamorph, and some of the tougher metamorphs I'm getting to 2/5 of the full containment. And certain metamorphs are hitting like trucks, and you know, a third of my life at one hit, you know, you die if you get hit just right, you die. So I don't want that. So I'm just popping, you know, super evasion next to metamorph just to test it out, and he's not gonna be able to touch me. 3,000 evasion is ridiculously high, but you know, the super duper ones, and especially, you know, map bosses and act bosses and sub mini bosses and mini bosses still will be able to hit you. So this should help tremendously. You know, 3,000, so say it's 10,000, you know, 3,000, you get a third hit less. I'll take it all day. This one gives reduced mana, which I don't really want, but that's fine because the recovery rate is higher. But also it gives elemental resistances as well. So both of these give the resistances. So my health and my health and mana potions do that. And then it's actually, oh no, that's increased amount, excuse me, I thought that was reduced, so that's actually more than I would use, and I only have 480, and I have most of it tapped out into mana reserves, so there's that. Now let's to show the backup stuff real quick. I still am rocking the superior crude bow. Like I said, you can upgrade your power here soon. Like this isn't that great anymore, but when I picked it up, if I could use it when I had the dexterity, would have been amazing for most of my levels. I probably would have went bow Templar, but I just didn't get the dexterity in time. I didn't feel that I needed it, but yeah, still rocking the superior crude bow, the first superior crude bow I found that had 3 slots and was superior. Yeah, so we're farming for Rain of Arrows, Fire Trap, and Void Manipulation support. This is for my Essence Drain when I get it up and running in its own 4 slot, or on my chest piece. I might actually put it as my chest piece, or have an alternate chest piece where it's on, and then in between my melee strike. I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out, but that's what that's for. My quiver is better than my bow. I've upgraded this now 3 times, 4 times since with pickups, but my quiver is better than my bow. Well, anyways, that's some funny stuff. I have Herald of Ash, but I'm not using it, but I will use it as soon as I get more mana, which I have a plan on that. I'm going to bump up my mana even more, to get even more mana. So then the reduction in the mana max, I'll be able to figure out this way to get 5 auras. If I can get 5 auras, yes, I need 5 auras. That's the plan here. Stormcall is vastly superior to many spells I've found out. This is an amazing spell. So I can actually, if I put some kind of faster casting, and there's a faster casting, or if I had Arcane Surge on it, which I was doing, or I am right now, you can actually spread out at least 4 now storm calls. So if I did a faster casting with it too, I could get 5 before that boom. 5 of these is amazing because they do amazing, and Vol Stormcall is even better too. So don't neglect Stormcall. Orb of Storms, that first one was good. Stormcall is, in my opinion, better. The Orb of Storms has its uses though. I wouldn't say it was just completely dismissed, completely useless with Stormcall, Orb of Storms that is, with Stormcall upgrading over it completely so you don't need to use it at all. But no, I would use both if I was full lightning spec on. But this one, if I had to choose, is the one I would pick. Arcane Surge's support with it is hilarious. I can get 4 without that. So with that, if it is pumping, I can get possibly 5 before Stormcall. It's when this so lightning strikes the marker. When this happens, it also sets off all the other lightning markers that you've cast. So if I could get 5, ridiculous. But I can get 4 right now, and I'm not really specializing in it too much. So with this, it actually can get you to maybe 5. I'm not sure. But if you could get more than that, like with faster casting, like say you could get 6. Oh man, that's ridiculous. How much damage this thing does to every single enemy too, because it casts right on them. It's an auto target. So you can't cast it where you want because, the limitations of the controller. But it's hilarious. I plan on using a Stormcall in more builds now, since how good it is. Oh yeah, we added plus 33% increased spell damage to this thing, and this is, I've had this scepter for a long time. I think at least 10 to 15 levels. So actually, let's see where we're at. Yeah, it's level 16. I remember upgrading it right around that time. I picked it up and I got it. I used it, and I had a couple ones that I could use since then, but they haven't been the right color, and I keep wasting currency trying to get it, and it just doesn't come. So, speaking of which, next thing, Raised Zombie is what we're. Oh wait, yeah. Look at this first. And then we went over the gems. Now we'll look at this. This is our probably highest level item at the moment. So zombie, phantasm, and skeletons, evolve summon skeletons and summon skeletons, actually make it so both of these summon the phantasm. So I don't even have to ever worry about that anymore. You just make your own minion summon that minion, and then it's range support backup. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. And then I went with minion damage support, but I'm probably going to change that around to meat shield, so they're defensive. This whole spec is defensive minded. That's an offensive item, and I might use it still, but I think that I want the defenses. I don't want them ever, running away from me and just getting locked up fighting something when I could be dying, when they should be protecting me, the master of the Templar in this situation at all times, not protecting themselves or fighting off, doing random crap, screwing off. Protect the guy who helped summon you. So I'm probably switching that to meat shield. I just haven't yet. This is a fairly decent item. We just upgraded it a little while ago, but it's not the highest to our level at the moment. I need at least level 32 for this area for everything, or higher, but that's harder to get. But 32 is for this area is the good stuff. And I think this is just under that. I think it's a level 28. So, oh yeah, that. Alright, so Tempest Shield rocks. It rocks. It is great. Use this if you have a shield. Absolutely. Clarity rocks. This is another reason I don't need those reduction in manas anymore. But also, I have so many mana regeneration passive skills that I don't need this anymore either. So I'm kind of overdoing it on the mana too. But I just want to make sure I can always cast anything, just in case, at all times, just in case it might save me. And Flame Dash, of course, standard. Always got to have your Flame Dash. I'm only rocking one of these because I haven't found a better one. And this was the best one I found out of only a couple. So, not many choices. I'm still rocking this, and I had this very, very early on. But it was amazing since then. So, and my shield is currently upgradable by two different tier shields. So this is a level 24, I think, shield, and there's a 28 and a 32. So, and I keep getting them, but not the right ones, so I just vendor them. This is actually really nice. Along with, this is a good offensive spell, and for the turret, or my totem, but this one is a turret for me. It works real nice, so it actually does amazing damage for its level. The Holy Flame Totem with controlled destruction, and I don't care about crits. I'm not specialized in crits. It's a very intense, aggressive build, and if you don't get your crits, you die. So that's the other reason I'm not doing that. I'm going defense. So. But for the moment, this works, and also it's really helping Essence Drain as well, since it's plus spell damage, not chaos or elemental damage specifically. So Controlled Destruction is that nice because it works for everything, at the expense of 0 criticals. There's Essence Drain, and then there's Holy Flame Totem. And the Relic doesn't really do much. It's kinda not as good as I thought it would be, but the thing is, it helps my regeneration and keeps everything alive as they're taking damage, and I don't really have life regeneration for the minions, so it's perfect for that at the moment. So I like it, but we might trade it out here in a little while. Vitality is actually absolute standard for this build. I've been waiting to get that. And that's why I was so happy when I got to 4 auras, because this is the main aura that I need on. It does nothing if you're doing well, but that's the point. If you're doing not so well, then you're going to beg for vitality. Herald Purity is a standard. I plan on keeping this. And yeah, we haven't gone over stats because we really haven't had worthwhile gear, and this is not great stuff, but it's the best I got currently, and we're getting to the point where we can get the Dominus, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get through them just fine, or we're gonna die. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's just gonna take me a little longer since I'm not doing much damage. I don't mind that. Dominating Blow is really nice, in fact, but it is extremely slow swing. So I've been looking for basically a 2 green, like this would work, but I need an item that does a red and 2 greens. So which I have it, but they're not connected. Because I need faster attacks. Like there's faster casting, and there's also one for faster attacks, and it's a green gem. But Onslaught works as a substitute right now, although I very rarely get Onslaught because I'm not swinging fast enough. But if I get that too, that would help double it. Precision isn't an absolute on this, but it does help everything, get that crit chance, which I don't have, and then the accuracy rating makes it so I don't miss at all, and the minions are maybe missing 1 and strike out of 2, so it's pretty high considering. And the elemental proliferation isn't even connected to anything. I'm just leveling that up at the moment. same as precision, but precision still does some things. And yeah, our belt, and we couldn't put a crafting modifier on it because it already has pretty good stats, even though some of them are low, but it has a lot of good stats on it. There's that, and we're running out of time, of course, but that's fine. Yeah, we haven't done this yet, so let's just go through. So my main hand chance to hit is 92, but that's only because I'm in base. Let's go to the crematorium. So in town versus in action is always different. Always remember that. So now my main hand chance to hit is 100 and then 99 for evasive. So that's due to precision. So always remember in town is passive. Out of town, you know, it's not really aggressive, it's not really passive, it's just active versus passive. Inactive. Inactive is a better word than passive. Inactive versus active. Okay, so there's that. So some of the stats are modified a little bit based on we're in town, so we're going to stay in town for this. Alright, that's it for that. And this one. Yeah, Tempest Shield is actually doing more damage than my basic attack. So don't forget Tempest Shield. It's actually really nice. Herald of Ash we're not using right now, but it's still something good when we get to it. The zombies are doing much more damage than that, by the way. And this doesn't accurately say how much damage it's doing with its physical damage Nova. So I don't know how much it's doing, but it's pretty high level. I've had it since the early game, so it's doing the most it can do, so that's all that matters. Like Dominating Blow I've had for a little while, and it's not fully leveled, but still, Tempest Shield is beating Dominating Blow. That's my main attack. Main melee attack. And also for Dominating Blow, you don't summon the enemy. I thought it was kind of like a specter. No, you summon a unique tier, not a unique, you summon a tier of what that enemy was. So if they're a common white, you summon a tier of that, and it's kind of like a holy paladin you actually summon. And then after that, it's you know, for magics, it's a better tier. And then for rares, it's an even better tier than the magic. So the rare ones are pretty big. I noticed some big minions that I had, and I was like, those aren't Herald of Purity. So those are dominating, or Sentinels of Dominance. So instead of Sentinels of Purity, because those are all the same. And Sentinels of Purity are very similar to Raised Zombie. So it's just like Raised Zombie. And as you can see, my Holy Flame Totem is actually doing the most damage out of my spec, which, you know, normally that would be like, oh my god, that's so low, oh man. But it's doing pretty good damage, actually. The sheer number of minions are outbeating it, and outbeating all my other combined damage too at the moment, because I'm not specializing in damage. I just have a little bit of this, a little bit of that for everything. And Vol Stormcall, it is a super burst of that, so it's really nice. Essence Drain, which should be doing pretty high damage, actually, is still behind the Holy Flame Totem, so don't forget about the Holy Flame Totem. Curse Immunity, and also Pierce and 3 shots base. So when I actually hook this thing up to its own abilities, I'm going to have another set of good stuff for it, and it's going to do good damage. My Flame Dash actually does more damage than my melee attack. And Stormcall, that's a fairly decent amount for what it is, because that's per hit, per Stormcall. times that by 5, that's not bad. It's around 1,000 damage. I've noticed when I chain my Storm Call on the Metamorphs when I have to run, that does a good chunk of damage. Yeah. Storm Call is 177, higher than the default attack too, so which is good. We're at max cap on lightning and over max 79, 56 for cold, and 67 for fire. So we have pretty damn good stats for this early level as far as resistance is. Other than chaos, but you know, the people who do chaos at this level aren't doing much damage. There's very few chaos related enemies before Act 5. Maybe a little in Act 4, but not really until after Act 5 you really need it. And that's our specialization. Once again, it's kind of everywhere. But that's fine. I don't mind at all. I did see this earlier down here. So if I go 2 more strength over here, I can get so 15 over here, 15 over here, 30, and then 5 here, 35, and then the big boy. And then this one actually does stuff too. Yeah, plus strength, so not much life, but it still will give something. So 35, and then plus 14% maximum life with a hard cap of just plus 20 maximum life before that. So that's 35 plus 14 is 49. No, I got that wrong. 35. Yeah, 35. 45. Yeah, no, it's 49. 49% increased maximum life for these points. 49%. That's ridiculous. I wish that was closer over here, but that's why it's there, because the Scion actually needs it, or the Scion dies ridiculously fast. So, we're probably going to go for that, but we're going to go for that after this. We can get 8% chaos resistance and 8% life for 2 points, so we're going to finish this out, and then we're probably going to head over there for the max 49% life on top. Alright, so we're at 1251, 486, or 1251 life, 486 mana, 122 energy shield, 733 armor, 264 evasion as well. So 1251. And we're at 1311, so a good 60, 70 points right there of life, so even more. And we got 35 minutes, and another patch update is happening, so... Oh no, those were the old messages. We got 20 minutes, which is fine, whatever.
Need some help.
I didn't plan on doing anything else, but, you know, getting this done for the next area here. Also, the other thing, when you're low level, it doesn't, or, you know, normally it doesn't matter and mean much, but check the items in here. They might actually have the item you're looking for. Like right there, I think I needed that. A green and 2 reds, right? Or no, a red and 2 greens. Yeah, like right there. It just showed up. I've been looking for that. I checked 3 times and it didn't happen. Bam! That's a buy. I can now upgrade that other ability to have the faster attacks. Yeah, check in here. Like, there's some good stuff. Like, you know, that's... Ooh, that's a full linked. Nice. Yeah, that's a full linked glove right there. You know, normally you don't check unless it's, you know, really amazing. You know, it's not worth it, but oh, right there, another 4 link. Dang. Another 4 link. Wow. I wish that happened when I was upgrading that other stuff using currency. But yeah, always check, and even check the last act. You know, the first act I wouldn't go to if you're in the third act, but the second one I would. You can still get something that would be worthwhile. So yeah, I gotta go back to the library for that knowledge that I keep talking about, get that knowledge. And the library is amazing, that's why I ran through it first. It's just a great level, but beyond that, you have access to all of the gems that you want at one spot.
Friend.
So I needed, I need that too later, but not right now. There it is. Well, one orb of alteration for faster attacks, support, and then I needed meat shield, one orb of chance. So orb of alteration, orb of chance. Kind of sucks having to go back and forth, but if you just bring some currency first, you don't have to worry about that. And yeah, I looked for at least 3 times to find an item like this with these colored groups, and I couldn't find it. So for it to show up now, right before the restart, right when I'm recording, yes, absolutely.
Friend.
Yep, this is the defensive one, so that's fine. They'll stick by me, they'll kill things that attack me. Sweet. You know, the damage one is nice, and I really liked it, because that was a huge buff for how it was. 33, 33, 33, so 99%. And it still is good, but for what we're doing here, I want to have meat shield. So we're going to switch out minion damage support, lose 35% damage for 3 different minions, which sucks. But now we have meat shield, which all those minions have 20% chance. So guaranteed one of them is going to taunt. Yeah, I just need 5 minions. I have 20 plus. So guaranteed 4 minions are going to taunt everything but the bosses. And it might actually affect the bosses, you know, just for one blip of a second even. But everything but bosses, it's going to taunt. 4 of them, guaranteed, no matter what, every second, 4 of them. And they have increased movement speed to that, so they can run around, save me, and taunt fast. And they still do 20% more damage, so we're at 35, so this is 20, so that's still, you know, you lose some aggressiveness, but you still have some offense. And then they take 15% damage, and then they're more defensive, which just means they just stick by me more. And we're not getting rid of this, we just might use it still, just not right now. Yeah, so dominating blow could go right here. I kind of wanted to keep my mace, but it's fine. And, oh, I forgot. Oh, no, dang it, not that. Yeah. That's a kind of cool stat, but I don't really care about that. I am gonna scour this. Probably shouldn't, because it's fine what it is, but I'm gonna use one of my essences on it. Nope, not that one. Alright, I got 160, so yeah, 17 to 39 fire damage, absolutely. I hope this is good stats. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And this is only a level 20 item, so this is a 16, so it's not that big of an upgrade, but it has the slots colored to what I want, so Yeah, and damn it, I forgot to, I specifically said to remember, improve quality before doing that, but I friggin' did it anyways. Oh, it's got cold too, so we got a bonus onto that. And 10 life gain on kill, that's something I'm looking for. A little extra crit on it too, 14% global crit, yeah, a little extra crit. So it's really not that bad, and it is an upgrade. Now I have to just figure out what I'm going to do with the difference in colors now, which that kind of sucks, but it's fine. It has the colors I need to make dominating blow work, so. Alright, a red and a green, of which I don't have. Or a red and a blue. I have a red and a green. Oh, that's got to come out. Stormcall can stay. Yeah, I'm not changing those boots. Those boots are fine. I'll just change what I'm using. So I lose elements of proliferation and arcane surge, which sucks because I needed the arcane surge kinda. Let's see over here. Oh no, that won't work anyway, so. Yeah, I'm not willing to make it worse, so it just keeps making it worse whenever I try to change it, so we'll just save those for later. They're just supports, which makes things better, but you know, not absolutely necessary. We picked up Toxic Rain. Oh, yeah, that's not bad. We can use Lightning Strike now, if we wanted. And I wanted to test it out at least, so that's fine. We'll just start leveling up that. Alright, all sockets are filled. We just made some slight changes. And that one has quality now, so I can actually save it for the pile of quality stuff. Even though it's 1% only, but oh, forgot that. And we need to go to the crafting bench, and we're not going to have any time basically to do a run, but it's fine. We got through all of the stats and intel for the character being done, so. Which we haven't done that because there hasn't been a reason to do that yet. Haven't had decent stuff, and this isn't even decent stuff yet, but I could go spell damage again, so I might do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to try to match that since that was what we had. I'm not specific cold fire or any of those other things, but and adding it to no. Oh, adds to physical. That one might be decent. Ooh, 40 to 59%. Yeah, that's a base guaranteed. This is a percentage guaranteed. Yeah, let's try that first. And we got 42, so not great. Low end. But it's fine. There's that. And our potions are actually decently where we need them. Yeah, the character, and we got a sword. We haven't had a sword like ever. We've been doing maces. We got an axe. This is our first sword. So the shutdown's coming here soon, so we're gonna have to wait until after that. As soon as the patch goes down, I'll be back on to play. Intel and stats done. I'm just gonna go to the library, get a little knowledge real quick. Kill some stuff while we got timer. And yeah, that's our first sword. Not great, but it's in the specialization that we need. Oh crap, I don't have my ability on. Can't even attack. Hey, how you doing, Joe? Doing well. How are you? Oh, let's try lightning strike. I just want to see what it is. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm top 60. I might have jumped back a little bit because I was just explaining some stuff instead of advancing, but I'm top 60, and today I'll get to top 40 because yesterday I could have gotten there. I just definitely was tired and didn't want to run. Tired. Oh wow, lightning, ooh, lightning, what is it called? What is that called? Lightning strike. Lightning strike's not bad. It's kind of like an improvement on smite, but smite's more holy based, and this is just lightning based. Also, you get more bolts of lightning out of it. That's cool. I like that. Congratulations, man. I'm glad you got to 40. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that's a lot more than smite. Smite's a circular attack. This is a shooting arcs attack. Interesting. Are you playing Metamorph? Or... Well, yeah, you're probably playing Metamorph, but... Are you playing hardcore? Are you playing solo self-found? Are you playing hardcore solo self-found? Are you playing regular self-found? There's lots of options. What league are you playing in? And are you playing in this league, man? Because that would rock if you're playing in this league. It's really not as bad as people think. There's only about 300 of us, maybe 4. Standard Metamorph, cool. Yeah, you probably wouldn't mind hardcore solo self-found. I really think you'd probably be able to do it real well. It's yeah, there's only 300 of us about, and half of those, or not half, but about 40% of those people are dead, unfortunately. Wow, that Holy Nova's really going off pretty well, actually.
I am no beast of burden.
And we got 30 seconds left, so I just want to pick up this last item. Come on. Oh yeah, right there. We can get that. Awesome. As soon as the patch is done, I'll be back on and playing. Hope to see you there, and yeah, hope to play with you soon too. I plan on having my regular character up and running here as well. I just haven't got that up and running because I've been working on this solo self-found version. All right, there it goes. All right, see you soon.